Hello and welcome to another episode of the Ginger Fisherman. Right, it's been a while since you guys have seen me. I've probably not uploaded in a few weeks now. It's not from not getting out and trying to get stuff, it's just from plain and simply messing up every time I do go out. I mean, I've been on some decent sessions recently. I've had one session which was a few weeks ago where I got out doing what I was doing today, using the dynamite baits, big fish river range to get some barbel and chub, and I actually managed to catch one barbel, lost a barbel, and I managed to land about 3 chub, I think it was. But then I damaged the memory card, lost all the footage. Then I had another session last week. I got a brand new camera actually for filming with. I managed, I think it was one really nice quality chub. It wasn't a monstrous size, but it was a nice fish. And then I managed to get a lovely barbel as well, which was maybe about £7. So that was quite a nice fish as well, but the problem was I'd not quite got the focusing right with the camera yet. New camera, you know, getting used to it and all that. So I've come out again today. Also in that footage, I mean, thankfully the weather's got colder, but you can clearly tell I'm becoming a boldy. So hot weather now, so we can't tell. Not that I've got a thing against bold people. I'd just rather not be one. Let's take a look at the baits I'll be using today. Right now, in the big fish river range that Dynamite brought out, they had two different flavours. There was a shrimp and krill, and there was the cheese and garlic, I believe it was. Today I've solely brought out the shrimp and krill for no particular reason. You can mix and match, of course. I'm sure if you mix up your baits throughout your session, obviously it keeps you catching more fish. But seeing as though I come out on very short sessions, like today is only around about 2.5 hours long, I don't particularly need to mix and match. It's just a case of hopping from swim to swim with as little as I can carry really, and sort of see if I can catch as many fish as possible from various different swims. Now this is the main hook bait I'm going to be using. This is the Big Fish River Buster bait, shrimp and krill, and you can see there. Nice size bait. If I hold it up close, you can see it in blurry. You can get a close up of that in a second. Yeah, smell absolutely. I want to say lovely. They don't. They smell revolting. I mean, it's shrimp and krill. I'm not a fan of shrimp as it is, but I'm sure I know the fish like them because on my previous sessions prior to today's, I've had barbel and chub on these. Then we've got the ground bait. Shrimp and krill ground bait. You can see it's a bit battered, that's because I keep it in my bag. Taped it up there. I use it in small amounts. What I tend to do with the ground bait is, as opposed to putting it in a feeder, if you're fishing a big river, I'm sure that'd be great. There's loads of halibut pellets and things mixed into that already. If you cram that into a block end feed, I'm sure that'd be fantastic on big rivers like the Trent and rivers like the Severn and things like that. Well, of course my river's kind of shallow, and as I say, my sessions are short. If I was to be chucking out a big feeder, you know, every cast, if I avoid getting got by weed, that is, I'm just going to be spooking fish off. So what I tend to do with that is make it into really small balls, and I flick them just upstream from my swim, and then they tend to break down into the swim, and what that does is it draws the fish out from under the snags and trees without feeding them too much, so that when they come out, pretty much the only feed out there is whatever loose free offering you put out there, and your hook bait. Now, always, if I go chub and barbel fishing, I never leave the house without some marine halibut pellets. These are in the 6mm. I don't feed as many if I'm feeding 6mm. It tends to be good for barbel and chub. It sends them absolutely mad. And then, as a change up, this is something that I find so far this season anyway has been really effective with the barbel. I seem to really like it. As you can tell, I've used a lot of the paste. And what I do is, I mean, this is a bad example. Where's an 8mm? I get an 8mm pellet and then coat it with this paste, the shrimp and krill paste, like so. And the barbel absolutely go mad for that. Yeah, I had a couple of barbel in that session I had a few weeks ago where I lost the footage. I actually had 2 barbel doing that. Lost one of them. But yeah, I think it was first cast out actually doing that method. I would go to that swim today and target the barbel specifically. Problem is, somebody, I don't know who, chopped the tree down, and it's literally, I think it's the most iconic swim in my personal fishing. It's where I caught my first ever barbel, and it's where I filmed a lot of my underwater footage of barbel taking baits. I've had barbel there scraping 10 pound, really nice fish. Last session I went there was about 6 or 7 barbel under there, beautiful condition fish. And this session I've come down, the swim doesn't exist anymore. It's been completely chopped out. I mean, to nothing, down to bare ground. They've even pulled the roots out, and it's just completely barren, devoid of fish. Hence why I've had to sort of dot in around trying to find the chub. And it's one of the reasons why I brought out this light setup. It's a really light spinning setup. It means I can move around really quickly in between swims. It's light, and best of all, using a light setup like this just means I can hop between swims really quickly and easily. I mean, now, as soon as I'm done with this swim, let's say I catch 2 or 3 fish, if I feel like it's gone a bit quiet, I can move upstream, and it's really nothing to carry, if I'm honest. If I was to fold this down in half, I could stick it in the rucksack and just carry it like that. Really easy transportation. There will be links in the description to the bait you see here, and maybe some of the tackle that I've used actually. And let's see if we can catch some fish, eh? I'm into a fish. Whoa. I said the good fun on this rod, didn't I? Oh, and it's a chub. This is an awesome fish. Really amazing condition. He's a bit feisty, been sat in the net for a little bit now, just resting. Pretty fish, really good quality. Look at that, good size as well, maybe around the 4 pound mark. Taken on the large hook bait from the Big Fish River range. I think that was on a hair rig, and it was the shrimp and krill, I believe. But absolutely stunning, perfect specimen from the chub world. I'll get her back and we'll see if we can get any more. Can't get much better than that. Whoa! Yep, we're into another fish. Feels like another chub. Oh yes. Another nice fish. Really good fish yet again. Oh, this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. You calm down, missus. That's what you get for resting him. It's a very long fish. Whoa. Very, very long fish. Probably weighs a similar amount to the last one actually. But really big fish. Oh, come on. I actually don't think I've ever had a chub slip and slide around as much as this one before on the bank. But yeah, beautiful fish. Great condition yet again. Beautiful quality. Taken on the exact same bait as before, the shrimp and krill. Meaty bait from the big fish range, and we'll give her a little rest and then we'll let her go as well. Absolute beauty. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that little session. A couple of hours long. I've had them two beautiful chub. After I had those, it kind of went a little bit quiet. Moved up and down. I found a few fish here and there, but I think with the temperature drop we had last night, it was very, very cold last night. I'm actually surprised we didn't have a frost. I may have spooked them a little bit because a few of the fish I was even casting small pellets out well upstream and letting them drift down to the fish, and it was turning away. I was chucking a bit of feed in and just really struggling to get them feeding. So that's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next time. Links to some of the things I've used today will be in the description below, and keep watching.